Hey, what's happening everyone? SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and before I get started by checking out that newest PlayStation VR title, I do want to let you guys know about this. If you happen to own a PlayStation VR headset right now, and you're looking to add some games to your library, well, today is actually a pretty good day, especially if you're a PlayStation Plus subscription user, because there's a lot of games that are discounted, some are half off, some are only a fraction of the price off. But I just want to kind of quickly go over this. I'll have a link in the description down below, but I want to kind of give you guys the shorter version and throw out some recommendations here. So, alright, so the first one here, this one is not too bad of a title for $10. You really can't go wrong with it, but this one is Carnival Games VR, and you can pretty much guess as to what kind of activities you'll be participating in because you're going to be playing Carnival games, of course. Again, not too bad of a title for $10. That's pretty much definitely a no-brainer right there. Some other recommendations as we go along here. Battlezone is another recommendation. This one's a little bit more of the higher price up, going at about $42 with the original price tag being $60. But I easily recommend this one. There's actually an update back in December where you could also play Battlezone in its classic mode. So that's also a nice experience. Now, I don't know too much about Bond, but there is a demo that you can now download for this, so that might be something you want to check out because that's what I'll be doing. Harmonix VR. This one's actually a fun little game here. If you like music-based stuff here, you actually have kind of default songs on there, and you can kind of bring these little elements onto your screen and kind of remix the songs a little bit and kind of just make your own little tune elements. But again, check out the trailer. It's actually a fun little title. I currently don't have any gameplay videos for it. But again, this title is currently going for about $9 with its main price tag at $15. So for $9, not too bad. Now, the Hatsune Miku games here, you guys know I'm a big fan of these, but these are two different games here. This one right here, this one's like the VR compatible game, meaning that there's a small little section where there's concert mode that you can kind of watch in VR, while the other one is where you're actually in the concert, holding the Move controllers like glow sticks and participating, going with the rhythm. The stage song here is actually going for about $10.49, or there's the season pass for $8, but they just recently released two new Hatsune Miku games. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but they're like $30 each. If you're really interested in Hatsune Miku, I recommend the two recently released titles because you're getting all the songs that's been released previously for much more of a better deal in my opinion. Now, this is definitely a recommendation here. This one is known as Headmaster. I do have gameplay videos for it. This one's currently going at the price tag of $14, so $6 off its original price tag. Again, worth checking out. Another recommendation here is Hollow Ball, going at about $9 with the original price tag of $15. For this one, if you want a little bit of a nice workout routine, just kind of throwing some ideas out there, I highly recommend you strap on some weights. Just make sure you have enough play space. But if you're wanting to get a good workout, you should play this game with weights on. Like, I'm talking about having a weight vest on, some ankle weights, weights on your wrist, and just kind of get into the groove and, you know, basically get into the game as much as possible. And you're definitely going to have a good workout for it. That's something what I do on the daily activity, and honestly, it's paying off quite a bit. Now this one, I haven't played it yet. This one I'm actually really interested in. It's something I'm going to be checking out, but for $14, it doesn't seem too bad of a title. It's kind of like one of those zone type of games, like relaxation as you kind of soar through the skies, because, you know, here we go, How We Soar is the name of the game here. Let's see, other recommendations here. This one right here, Pixel Gear, let me bring up a mobile app here, is going for $7.69. It's normally $11. You're kind of stationary and you're shooting at these creatures. There's 3 levels of difficulties, and there's about 3 or 4 different level choices. It's a little bit of a shorter experience, but again, it's pretty fun. You get to shoot at creatures. Again, just a fun title. Check it out. I do have gameplay videos for that. Next up, Rise of the Tomb Raider. This one is not a VR specific game, but this is a compatible title. The main game is overall pretty fun, but for the VR section, you kind of get to explore the mansion. It's actually okay, but this one has mixed results in terms of motion sickness. To kind of keep that in mind, if you're not in it for the VR, then as a title for $30, it's a pretty good deal. Now, next up, as far as Star Wars Battlefront goes, I mean, for $10, if you're just looking to playing the online experience, not too bad of a deal here. Even for the Ultimate Edition, where you get the game plus the entire season pass. But keep in mind that for the VR experience, it's pretty much a short little experience where you can kind of participate in a 20 to 30 minute mission, and that's really about it. Another recommendation here is called Super Hypercube. This is a fun title. I felt like this game on launch was a bit overpriced, but now that it's on sale for $21, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. Tethered is a fun game. This one might have mixed results for people. It's a little bit of a higher price game, going at about $26.39, with the original price tag being $33, so just a slight discount, 20% off. But Tethered, basically, you are a god. You're pretty much a god for these creatures. You get to choose how they live. You want to protect them. You basically give them a purpose in life. And what's fun about the game is that if you are terrible at it, they will literally commit suicide off the screen. It's a fun little game, but for that price, again, it's not too bad. Again, this might have mixed results for people, but definitely a recommendation there. I haven't played this myself, but a lot of people have been recommending this title, so for $15, I'd say go for it. Next up is Thumper. Thumper is a music rhythm game, a fun title here. I have some gameplay for it, but in the non-VR section, but in VR, it's pretty trippy. It's crazy. Some people are going to think that, you know, they're on drugs or something like that when they're playing it, but for $16, not too bad of a deal, so you get $4 off the original price tag. And let's see, another one here is the Tumble VR, another recommendation. And of course, Windlands. Windlands is a good one. Windlands is currently going for $18.74. The original price tag is $25. But again, just want to let you guys know that there is a sale right now for some PlayStation VR games, whether it's VR specific or VR compatible. Just want to kind of list some recommendations if you guys are looking for some inexpensive games or just some games in general. But if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and the link to the store is in the description. I'll catch you guys later.